The defense would like to cross-examine. What transpired? During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Pressed.
Hold it.
There's quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant, and in body strength, it seems unlikely the defendant could have stabbed the victim. Now that you mention it, yeah, I guess.
You think you can get away with some flimsy reasoning, Mr. Phoenix, right? Maya Feywood is in the middle of the channeling, was she not? When channeling with the Kurine channeling technique, the medium physically changes.
Oh, she knows her shit.
With the nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor.
Damn, we're accounting for the growth?
Damn, she knows too much.
That's crazy.
She knows too much.
She's studied. Woof. Okay. It's a German law.
Like I said before, I am perfect. About what were you talking about? I didn't quite get it. Never mind. Let's continue with the testimony.
Of course. The victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. Hold on. So he was stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him. But if you think about the blood loss, he was probably hurt pretty bad. How badly hurt would you say he was? Actually, I went to give blood the other day, and afterward, I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy. I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times the dizziness. Maybe? Ah! Sorry. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. Where in the world did that pistol come from? It looks like the victim, Dr. Gray, had specifically bought it for that day. But a handgun? He got it off the black market about 2 days before the murder. Why did Dr. Gray bring a gun? Was he taking precautions against something? The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. So you're saying that the bullet hole in this costume was made then? Sorry, pal, but yeah, that's what I think. The two of them were already fighting when the shot was fired. Maya, I'm really glad you weren't hurt.
For real.
The defendant then picked up the opening, took the victim's gun and ended it. Maya has never fired a gun before in her life. Her aim is garbage. She couldn't hit the wide side of a barn. The victim had already taken off the safety. With the safety off, even an amateur like you can fire it just by pulling the trigger. Even me, I wonder.
Now do you understand? Avon Karma's logic is perfect.
His testimony certainly makes us look very bad. But there's gotta be a contradiction in there somewhere. And uncovering it is gonna uncover the truth. I can feel it. During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Do we have notes on... No, we don't have notes on the channeling.
Yeah.
First, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the opening the victim's gun and ended it. Last of his strength. Testimony certainly makes us look very bad, but there's got to be a contradiction in there somewhere.
There has to be.
While we were fighting, he took out his gun.
Yeah, there's a lot of items relating to those holes, huh?
And this hasn't been brought up to the court yet.
Not yet.
This is actually still a surprise. Yeah, this could be the time to point out that there's this weird trajectory over here.
Visual calculus.
It could be. It could be.
Yeah.
But the problem with a lot of these situations is jumping too far ahead in the logic. You know, it's like we're not there yet, but they want us to take the current step, which is just the close quarter struggle. Let's see.
Objection!
No, it's too far ahead.
I'm sorry, but I can see nothing faulty. Unfortunately, I will have to penalize you, Mr. Wright. Might be on the wrong track.
Okay. While they were fighting, he took out his gun. Let's just fucking shut the fuck back. Alright. Yeah, no, it's nothing with the process. And then the only other things with the room are key, a diagram, which is
It's not really giving us much, right?
not much. Not until this becomes relevant.
Yeah.
So, there's the actual process here. Stabbed and then shot point blank. There's the knife. Belongs to the face, bears Maya's fingerprints.
And I guess the shirt again.
The shirt again. Take a shot too close, but he
It's
missed.
so weird. He took a shot, but they were too close, so he missed.
Okay, hold on. I'm thinking outside of what the game currently wants. Let me just press again.
To get the information. Yes. Let's see if we spot something extra.
Quite a difference in height. But that changes during
The channel.
the channeling process.
Crack that whip.
He was stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him. If you think about the blood loss, he was probably hurt pretty bad. How badly hurt? Okay, so saying that he was dizzy. Used the last of his strength to fight back. While they were fighting, he took out his gun. Where did the pistol come from? He brought it for that day. Why? Off the black market. Why did he bring a gun? I guess they can crush us into something? Yeah, I mean, that's the weird part. I suppose we can call attention to the fact that this dude was fucking demon-possessed. But is that something that interrupts where we're going with the logic here? Because it's just pointing out his motives being strange? I kind of want to try it, just in case that's where we're going.
Objection!
No.
No.
Took out his gun, took the shot, they were too close, he missed. Yeah, I'm not following where the game wants me to go on this one. Let me run through it again. You're saying the bullet hole in the costume. That's what I think. They were already fighting when the shot was fired. They were already fighting when the shot was fired. I almost want to roll back up in the conversation leading up to this just to fully follow the through line of like what topic they want to zoom in on here. He picked up the opening, picked up on the opening and the victim's gun, and ended it. Maya never fired a gun. Already taken off the safety. With the safety off, you can fire it by pulling the trigger. Now do you understand? Logic is perfect. Okay. So, yeah, I guess that's where I'm like, let's see. Is this like an outgoing or incoming bullet hole?
Yeah, I don't know. If Gray actually shot, that would be piercing from the front.
The question of the safety is not really what we're looking at here. That's not a detail. Gunpowder residue around the bullet hole on him. Yeah, I'm not following where we're going here.
Okay. If they were too close, was there powder around the hole on the shirt?
Well, 1 second, because again, like the conversation leading up to this, just to recontextualize, like what was the exact point of contention that led to this line of questioning? We brought up the fact that the bullet hole existed, and then and we are now looking at the fact that it was not a question of her being unable to fire or overpower him.
It started because they said that there was no fighting, but the bullet hole in the shirt means that there was something that happened. And now it brought us down to this path, right?
Yeah. Okay, so what were you about to say?
The shirt, does it have like bullet
Residue?
yeah, residue.
So it's mentioned as a detail
Does it
here.
keep talking like point blank and referring to the distances and shit?
Yeah, it doesn't mention it doesn't mention it.
And when you check, that seems pretty clean. Could that be like
But
saying like they were not point blank?
but would that be drawn? Would residue be drawn on the art?
I don't even know. I'm trying to think about like the distance and the holes and the guns.
If the residue is something that would be visible on the art and it's currently not there, then yeah, I suppose so. But because it's considered residue, I wouldn't think that would be visibly drawn. You know, or at least it's not, and it's something that's not checked here where you can.
So if there's no residue,
on
assuming that it was not drawn, then they might have not been point blank.
Oh no, sorry. I guess what I meant was even if there is residue on that art, like is it something that would be shown up, or is it?
I assume that was no residue. That's what I'm thinking. And at this point, if that's not it, and I was playing on my DS, I'd be trying everything. I'd be like brute forcing it.
Yeah. All right. Well, no, worth a shot. But that is to say, I'm like, is residue something you would draw, or would it be microscopic? Is all I was thinking.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's something you gotta test. You can't just eyeball it. I would imagine, but maybe not. They were too close because he missed.
But he didn't miss. He shot the shirt, but there's no bullet jizz on it.
Yeah, that's correct. You're right. Missing the tiny hole on this costume will be the prosecution's undoing. What do you mean? This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony.
Explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where's the gunpowder burn on this costume? Gunpowder burn? This is what you testified earlier. Okay, so it's a question of the artwork displaying that or not. Yeah, okay.
Iffy on that?
Well, it's more just gunpowder residue or that's a detail that just might not be in the drawing.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it's very small, but you know. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. If they mention it, then it would be very visible, right?
It's also not a detail listed on the text, so anyway. That's why I didn't think of it. What? When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Oh! But there's not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume.
Oh, that is a very good point. And what exactly does this mean?
It means when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other.
Objection!
I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think you can punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything away.
And I implore you to disprove my line of thinking.
Oh. Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. And it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How was that?
Objection!
That's good, actually.
If that was even possible.
What?
As if. According to testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe.
Oh.
The victim would not have had the strength to push that defendant very far after that.
Oh! Well then, Oh, that's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And then, while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot.
You gotta hit those THs with the Z's.
Z?
The doctor.
The doctor. Alright. There. That should satisfy even you.
Yeah.
That does make an awful lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Wright?
I must be more careful. I can't afford to make a mistake here. Concentrate and think. Something doesn't make sense.
Hopefully.
There's a fatal flaw in her argument, Your Honor. Fatal?
Flaw? Ow! Very interesting. I would love to see what is this flaw is.
Okay, so the spirit of the game has now trained me to push into the unknown and the impossible with confidence, even before you know why.
Yeah, there's something wrong here.
Every time.
Yeah?
Yes.
Show me something that contradicts my explanation.
There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. She put some distance between them before she made her final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. There must be a piece of evidence that contradicts this line of thinking. She put some distance between them, and when she was about to strike, he took his shot.
Yeah, there's no positioning on this at all.
Nope. Door's locked over here. Bullet hole is over here. They're here. She put some distance between them.
Is it? When they were channeling, they were pretty close.
They were.
At the beginning of it, then stuff happened, right? I don't know how it transpired. Were they standing? Were they on the floor? Were they?
We got the little initial thing of their positioning in that first image, but that's not currently part of the evidence. Stabbed in the chest and then shot point blank. If you're stabbed in the chest, how are you putting some distance? Or is this basically afterwards? Because what are we talking about for as far as distance goes? You stabbed him. You must be point blank. Right?
For stabbing, yeah.
The line of thinking that she put distance between them is wrong because she went to get closer to stab. And then if he pulled the gun out and she grabbed it, that would constitute point blank. So I'm going to go with that. Take a look at this. Why are you showing this to me, pal? Prosecutor Van Karmer's explanation in this piece of evidence do not contradict. Huh? Heh, looks like you need to use your brain a little more, pal.
Wow, Gumshoe said that to you, bro.
Lectured by Gumshoe of all people is so embarrassing. Come on. Hurry up and get that thinking cap on. There has to be a snag in the explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make her final blow. What distance, then? When she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. With what room? I guess they were way too close to each other?
No? Ugh. At least you're not losing health with that.
Okay. Alright.
So if they're saying that she took her distance...
And then prepared for her final strike.
The stabbing is point blank. Does the stabbing happen after she takes her distance?
That's what I'm confused about in the way this is being phrased. And she couldn't possibly pick the gun up if she did have her distance. So...
And then he shot...
Yeah, so then no, like, the problem...
point blank.
So the problem with the line of thinking is that the point blank and the fact that the robe doesn't have the bullet residue on it are contradictory. So...
so that means she was shot at a distance?
But then she picked up the gun, which
he was shot point blank, right? According to the report?
According to the report, he was shot point blank. But she was not. So... Is it simply that, like... She couldn't have... Is it simply that being within range, being point blank, means they're both point blank, therefore her fingerprints being there imply that she could not have created space? Maybe?
What if the contradicting evidence to the distance is the knife because of the stabbing? Like, what contradicts the distance there? The knife means that they were close together.
Mm-hmm.
Does that work? No? God damn it. Oh, frick. I don't know.
Alright, let's look at the profiles.
I'm a pea brain.
Let's look at the profiles. Yeah, okay, and I'm starting to remember now, like, sometimes the weaving logic of these cases can get a little bit precise and elusive. You gotta think the way they want you to, instead of, like, just going with the overwhelming.
This one is genuinely hard to do not feel bad. Okay, alright. Thank you, game, for not killing us, then.
Appreciate it. And... Yeah, I guess the, maybe, like, reduce RAM for voice acting.
Yeah.
Increase RAM for actual puzzle solving. Case solving. Alright, let's take a look over at the profiles, then. Murdered during a channeling. Murdered while channeling. Oh, is it the fact that she was channeling? That means that she would not have been able to do that? But, I mean, the whole case is based on the idea that she did murder while channeling. Yeah, you're inserting a lot into the... Well, nothing else worked. Oh, you can't even present a person here, actually.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, wait. You have to go to this point. When she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. About to strike. It could be that, but feels a little much of a stretch. Okay. Process of elimination. Here, let's go. So, what was her... Again, I want to scroll back. What was her line right before this? She's trying to explain away why there's no residue. She's saying the reason was that there was no residue is because Maya backed off when the doctor shot. So...
Or, well,
no.
Backed off or what pushed him. There was some distance somehow, right? But what is the motive behind the distance?
But when she says about to strike, that means, like, stab.
Yes, I believe so.
So, her argument is that she backed off and then was about to stab. He pulled the gun out, missed. But why would he, but like if he was, the whole blood loss thing was the reason why he would have not been strong enough. So he would have had to have been stabbed already. So the timing doesn't make sense. Like when it says, does this sentence imply after the stabbing? You know, that's the thing. Like, that's the weird part about this.
Oh, was it like a stabbing and then she put some distance and then she rushed in to finish the job? Is that what you're saying?
But like, I'm trying to understand like what the yeah, I'm not 100% sure here. But like, it's a bit confusing in the sense that I don't know if they're describing after the stabbing, after the first bullet shot, and then her picking up the gun and shooting the second one, or not.
Yeah. She's about to strike. The doctor took his shot.
Yeah. Should I stop trying to figure it out and just brute force
and for
when
sure,
these things happen? I guess I don't know which is. I don't know if it's annoying to continue trying to figure it out or not.
I think it's probably stab, took some distance. Doctor tried to take a shot, and then she went in. Embarrassing.
All right, we tried the gun. We tried the knife. Is it time for this?
Oh.
It's time for the secret bullet hole.
Now it's time.
This is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic.
What is that? A folding screen?
I would like to point the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen.
Ah!
It looks like you already know what I'm talking about. Where? What?
Mr. Wright, your explanation, please.
Are these two really that clueless? The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means... when the shot was fired, the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground.
Order! Order! this changes everything. Also, we're going with that. We're sure of it now. Now, this is the logic, and we will not question it at all? Okay, alright. That's cool.
I'm overthinking then, I guess. I wish there was ways to get to list more details about the bullet hole, but it's not meant to be that complicated. Please look at this diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot. And the bullet hit this folding screen. It hit at this location about 8 inches off the ground. At this time, the defendant was in the area. It was in this area. Okay, so point out the trajectory. Somewhere around here. Uh-oh, the judge's face like he just smelled some serious bad breath. That is, I mean...
Wait, I just realized I forgot to brush this morning. Excuse me while I freshen up.
Sure.
In the meantime, I want you to think things through again, Mr. Wright.
If we game over, we just load our save back up and resume from that last point, right? So I guess it's just a couple of text things. Let me just do that.
Wait, you're saving the death?
Oh no, wait, hold on. Well, it's about to give me another shot. It's not death, right?
Your health went down, I think.
To 0?
I think?
No, there was 1 pip left. No?
Oh shit, that's 1.
Yeah.
You lost 1, okay.
And now I can't save anymore.
Well, it's okay. We were like 1 step before.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad.
Oh god, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Well, it's obviously in the line of fire between here and here, but not point blank because of the lack of bullet residue. So thus I clicked on the equidistant space between them. This is not it. So then am I supposed to click somewhere a little bit closer, but not too close? The whole tile, I figured, might be correct, but if it's not, then I'm going to click over here? Unless the idea was that...
further away, maybe she was cowering?
But if we're saying this is right off the ground, then I guess a little bit closer?
He said she was bending, she was cowering, right?
Yes. So he's aiming down. So if the sleeve is roughly at the same height as the bullet hole, then I guess we can put her
closer
to it. She was standing here near the folding screen.
Wait a second. We know the defendant was close to the ground, based on the height of the bullet hole. But how can you gauge the distance from that? Isn't it possible that the defendant was standing much closer to the victim?
That's impossible.
But why?
You, of all people, should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Karma. If she were shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. However, there was nothing of the sort around the bullet hole of this costume.
Curse you, Mr. Phoenix Wright! You... I believe it has now been proven that the defendant was standing a ways from the victim when she was shot at. But do you think this has changed the defendant's situation? What does it change?
Yeah. I'm not enjoying the through line here a little bit, or at the very least, like between this and I'd say the artwork on the robe. Or like if you're, or I think if you're gonna do something like that, because you can, whatever. I'm not gonna fucking. If you'd probably, because art can choose to not show a small detail like that. I feel like you'd want to include it on the sentence breakdown of the object a little bit, you know.
But wouldn't that be like giving it away? Like,
so, bullet holes in pixel art it's such a small thing. Yeah.
But they say close means there'll be some traces. And if you don't see anything, you can't say that you don't know if it's there or not.
Yeah.
Right?
I guess to just whatever, spit it out and move on. I'm thinking like, if I see a hole in a piece of fabric drawn, that like that drawing could have residue or burn marks, but because it's a drawing, it's like it just might not be visible in the way it was displayed. Do you know, like, it's just such a small detail that it might have been neglected artistically as opposed to for evidence purposes. So you kind of you forego those details when you simplify and stylize something in a way, you know. Whatever. This is done. It changes everything. Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. The prosecution has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, then delivering the final strike with the knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time? Squatting all the way by the folding screen. Exactly. If Maya Fey were the real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike?
Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense.
Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason. Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job. Alright. With this, the rest of the trial should be in the back. Blast radius of the disaster.
You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix Wright, to think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me.
Ugh. Of all the things to inherit, why'd it have to be that smarmy smile?
Detective, how dare you damage my perfect logic?
Huh? How's it all my fault?
You can start by repairing your standing by removing the 3-stand goatee. Oh, and rest assured your punishment will come later.
Punishment?
Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all I can think of this detective's face. I think it's time to call in the next witness. It's so fucking hard.
It's the autocorrect. Yeah. But you got it. You got this. You got this. It makes it sound way better. You got this.
The next witness.
The next witness. Yeah. Next witness. That's got to be Lotta. Got to be Lotta.
Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness.
Good, we make the recess, yeah. Everything is make. Like every verb is like, yeah, I'm going to make the thing. We're making good, yeah. Good making, yes, make.
We survived.
Good, we make survive, yes.